He returns to Philadelphia to a hero's welcome. Bells ring, cannons fire. He is the most beloved man in America. He is immediately elected president, governor of Pennsylvania, a role he serves for 3 years. He's old, in constant pain from gout and a bladder stone, but he is not finished. In 1787, the nation he helped create is already falling apart. The Articles of Confederation are a disaster. The states are squabbling. The economy is collapsing. A new convention is called in Philadelphia to revise the Articles. They decide to throw them out and start over. This is the Constitutional Convention. George Washington presides, James Madison takes the notes, and Benjamin Franklin, at 81, is the elder statesman. He is the sage of the convention. He doesn't speak often, but when he does, the room falls silent. He is the voice of compromise, the man who cools tempers and reminds the delegates of the historic weight of their task. When the convention deadlocks over representation, big states versus small states, it is Franklin who helps broker the Great Compromise, creating the House and the Senate, saving the entire endeavor from collapse. On the final day, as the last delegates are signing the new Constitution, Franklin points to the chair where George Washington has been sitting. Carved on its back is a sun, half visible on the horizon. Franklin tells the delegates that he has often, during the contentious debates, looked at that sun and wondered whether it was rising or setting. But now, he says, at length I have the happiness to know that it is a rising sun and not a setting sun. It is his final poetic blessing on the United States. But he has one last act, one final piece of unfinished business. Throughout his life, Franklin was a man of his time. He owned slaves. He ran ads for runaway slaves in his Gazette. But his time in Europe and his Quaker-influenced surroundings in Philadelphia have changed him. He has come to see slavery as a profound moral rot at the heart of the nation. His final public act is to become the president of the Pennsylvania Abolition Society. In 1790, just months before his death, he drafts and signs a formal petition to the very Congress he helped create, demanding the abolition of slavery. It is his first and last great public plea for the soul of the nation. The petition is angrily shouted down by pro-slavery congressmen from the South. It fails. But Franklin, the master propagandist, gets the last word. Under a pseudonym, just as he did as a teenager, he writes a final, brilliant satirical essay mocking the pro-slavery arguments by putting them in the mouth of a fictional Muslim pirate. It is the last thing he ever writes. On April 17, 1790, Benjamin Franklin dies peacefully in his home. He is 84 years old. The funeral is the largest public gathering the continent has ever seen. 20,000 people follow his casket. The National Assembly in Paris declares 3 days of mourning. He is mourned not just as an American, but as a citizen of the world. So who was Benjamin Franklin? He was not one thing. That's the secret. He was everything.